Hi again. So here we are, part 3 of value drawing with some geometric shapes. And so far we've done a sphere, we've done a cylinder, and now we're going to do a cone. So I'm going to start by drawing a cone shape, like a 3D cone, kind of like a megaphone shape. And I'm going to start to do exactly what I did before. This is really good practice for adding the values that we've talked about. Again, okay, where is my light source? I mean, I could change where my light source is coming from. Maybe my light source is coming from here. So it's up to you which direction you have yours come from. But again, I'll keep it consistent and I'll have my light source coming from here, and I know that the light is going to hit this side of the object, so I'm going to make that the brightest. And again, remember, even if you think you added too much chalk or too little, you can always go back and add chalk or take some away with the eraser, or even as you blend it, you can you'll see that it takes away some of the brightness. So I'm just going to add some of the value as it goes around the shape, and I'm going to, just like I did before, I'm kind of blending in a round motion, and it adds some of the shape to this cone, kind of like that. And if I need to add a little bit more to make it a little more even, I can do that. Come in, add a little bit more. I know that the light would probably hit the top part of this cylinder a little bit, so I can make that a little bit brighter. And then I can go in and do as I did before, creating the shadow, which can go right off the paper. If you're working on a smaller piece of black paper, it can go right off the paper. And I can start adding where the brightness would be around that object. And I can blend some of that. Oops, my paper keeps moving around. And of course I can still go back and continue to add more brightness to this depending on, where you're imagining, because we're doing this kind of from an imaginary point of view. We're just imagining the light coming in and hitting these objects. Sometimes, actually a lot of times, it's a lot easier to actually have an object in front of you and look at where the values would be, where the light would hit the object and make it brightest. But just practice with these shapes and let me know how you do with this by sharing it in your Google Classroom.